103. God being love is also happiness. Good morning, everybody. Lesson number 103, God being love is also happiness. Happiness is an attribute of love. It cannot be apart from it, nor can it be experienced where love is not. Love has no limits, being everywhere, and therefore joy is everywhere as well. Yet can the mind deny that this is so, believing that there are gaps in love where sin can enter, bringing pain instead of joy? This strange belief would limit happiness by redefining love as limited and introducing opposition in what has no limit and no opposite. Fear is associated then with love, and its results become the heritage of minds that think what they have made is real. These images, with no reality and truth, bear witness to the fear of God, forgetting being love. He must be joy. This basic error we will try to bring again to truth today and teach ourselves. God being love is also happiness. To fear him is to be afraid of joy. Begin your practice periods today with this association, which corrects the false belief that God is fear. It also emphasizes happiness belongs to you because of what he is. Allow this one correction to be placed within your mind each waking hour today. Then welcome all the happiness it brings as truth replaces fear, and joy becomes what you expect to take the place of pain. God, being love, it will give to you. Bolster this expectation frequently throughout the day and quiet all your fears with this assurance, kind and wholly true. God, being love, is also happiness, and it is happiness I seek today. I cannot fail because I seek the truth. So, lesson number 103, God being love is also happiness. Okay, I'm going to bring through Magdalene as she shares her beautiful heart with us. Greetings, beloveds. Understand that in this act of creation, in which God extended his presence into the universe, this single act of creation was born of love. Therefore, the embodiment of each being is love. With love is happiness, joy, peace, a sense of knowing the truth, of being able to see through the eyes of love, think with the mind of love, feel with the heart of love. This enables you in all circumstances, beloveds, to see the truth and to know the truth. And the truth of you is the core of happiness. But that is indeed one of the key attributes of love. But it is a sense of happiness that is not predicated upon circumstances that dictate that if I have everything that I want, if I am surrounded by the people that I love, if I live where I desire, this dictates my happiness. Rather, beloveds, this is a happiness that is born of the soul, of a clear remembrance of who you truly are, the divine countenance that you embody. For when the truth is told, there is indeed a sense of freedom that comes with it, a sense of joy and a sense of happiness. It is time for you, beloveds, to stand within the truth, within the light and the love of God. And here you will find indescribable joy and happiness. This is born of a desire to know God and ultimately to know oneself. For within this truth lies all the freedom that you have been looking for, all that you have sought to have be the truth of you. And the truth of you is love that is so kind, love that is so tender, a deep, deep well of compassion for others, others that you have judged, places inside where you have said, this is not good enough, I am not good enough. Understand that the construct of the ego, beloveds, has indeed been to assist you on this soul journey. And somehow it has become twisted. It has relegated you and all of existence that you have known to some degree of poverty, to some degree of scarcity, believing that there is not enough money, there's not enough love, there's not enough time, there's not enough food. Beloveds, the function of the egoic mind was protection. But what could need protection when all is an illusion? This is the story that has been passed along. This is a story that has been believed. All that one was meant to do with the mind of God was to duplicate and replicate the feeling of love, the feeling of joy. And somewhere along the way, there became a twist in the wiring. And greed, feeling that one must have more than another, comparison, feeling that one needed to be better than another, sadness, feeling that one was separated from the truth of love, the truth of life. And you will allow yourselves to see, beloveds, that the only reality that exists is the love within you. And that therefore extends to all beingness. Then you have stepped into the realm of living as truly a Christed being. For in the mind of a Christed being, you are able to see and you are able to discern the truth in all circumstances. You are able to see past the petty jealousies, past the sense of competition, separation. And instead, you are able to see the energy that connects and binds all things. You feel gratitude, and in that gratitude, there is a sense of happiness that washes over you. There is always plenty. You lack nothing. You want for nothing. And in fact, you are so generous with the abundance that you have that you give and you give and you give. And in that giving, more is granted to you. It comes to you easily. It comes to you quickly. And there is indeed a sense of happiness, for this is your design. It is no longer fleeting for you, beloveds. It is something that is constant. It is something that is yours. It is indeed your divine birthright. In this training of the mind, we are asking you to look away from the shadows, away from the bare cupboards, away from the empty bank accounts, from the broken relationships, to happiness, to abundance, to joy, to what is indeed granted you, knowing that you are sustained by the love of God. It gives you immeasurable happiness. Your happiness and your joy, beloveds, are connected to you seeing Truth. See the truth by looking for it and finding it. And then it comes easily to you. When you look for what is wrong, when you look for what is broken, when you have forgotten to look for God first in all circumstances, you have indeed separated yourself. When you say, let me find God within, you have come upon treasure. You have come upon everything that you ever need. For in turning to God in all things, there is a happiness that belies imagination. It is greater than anything you could possibly imagine, and every want and every need and every desire that you embody is granted to you. It is granted to you because the love that you are resonates with such power, with such grace, and with such happiness. For you are indeed an extension of God. And in that extension, everything becomes complete. And you stand at home where you have truly never left. And you remember the truth of you. So allow yourself today, beloveds, to find the God within and then find the God without. And let the projection that extends from you be one of connection rather than separation, one of happiness rather than sadness, and one of joy, love, for that is indeed the truth of you in all circumstances. You have our blessings, beloveds. We stand with you in all things. We love you. Be happy, beloved ones. We will speak with you again. Whew. Thank you all. And I will see you tomorrow.